many people in this room got a bump in their salary when Obama passed his stimulus package? Anybody? $787 billion down the drain. Hasn't done a thing for the economy. And you realize it actually started back in 2007. The first stimulus package was $168 billion. And that was passed by Republicans, including Dan Burton, who's your congressman. Didn't do anything. $168 billion and gone. We will not spend our way out of this. It's pretty simple math. Let's take a look at it. How much are we going to spend next year? $3.6 trillion. How much are we going to take in? $2.4 trillion. It's pretty easy. You could manage your budget like that if you wanted to. But that's what our federal government is doing. Anybody who's been out in Congress has been signing those bills for the last 20 or 30 years. It's unsustainable. Nobody's talked about inflation yet. Let's talk about it for a second. Here's how it works. We're in a horrible, horrible mess. We've been spending money we don't have. You've got three things you can do. You need one, cut spending, which you've heard about. Two, you can raise taxes. Or three, you can print money. I can tell you, the guys who are out there right now, they're not going to cut spending, and their answer is going to be one of those last ladder, and it's not going to be good for this country.
Ronald Reagan once said, the problem is not that we tax too little, it's that we spend too much. Four priorities. Cut spending, cut taxes, deregulate, get rid of the big spenders in Washington. I'll tell you how I've already done it. I've accomplished 3 out of the 4 already as one of your state legislators. I got rid of the inheritance tax for half of all Hoosier estates because farmers came to me and told me it was their most hated tax. And so I got rid of it for them, for half of all Hoosier estates. I authored a constitutional amendment, and I haven't got it passed yet, but what it says is that state government cannot spend any more money than the growth of household income on average. When it comes to deregulation, the best way to create jobs is to get government off your backs so you can create the jobs. Government doesn't create a single worthwhile job. I deregulated the telecom industry. These are not my numbers, these are Mitch Daniels' numbers. In 3 years, that law has created $1.5 billion in investment, 2,500 new jobs, and 4,000 to 6,000 jobs saved, many of them right here in Howard County. The one goal I have not accomplished yet, which I will accomplish on May 4th, is to get rid of the big spenders. Dan Burton is part of the biggest spending Congress in the history of the United States. And he did not show you enough respect to sit here in one of these chairs tonight. We're paying him $162,000 a year, and he has said he will not sit down for a performance review with his bosses, who are you. I'm here, where's he?
I heard a lot tonight about shrinking government, but I didn't hear how. On my website, I have a 20-point economic plan for getting Americans back to work. The list was created by sitting at the kitchen table with Americans of every race, ethnicity, creed, gender, and age. I find it curious that we discuss any topic right now, we would have a solution in short order. Why is that? Why haven't our incumbent representatives been able to do the same? My economic plan, the first 10 bullets. I would like to see elimination of earmarks. I would like to see President Bush's tax reduction rates ratified because they're going to end by the end of 2010. I would like to see reduction of corporate tax rates of dollars remain with businesses so they can grow and pay a dividend. I think we should reinstitute the 10% investment tax credit in the 1980s to increase capital investments. I would like to see elimination of taxation on unemployment and Social Security checks. I would also pass legislation to make it illegal to borrow against Social Security and to restockpile the fund and make it whole. There's also a 10% penalty on 401k or early withdrawal for someone who's unemployed. They're showing hardship and they should be able to access their money. There's also a 10% penalty if you can show that should be waived, if the dollars can be shown that they're actually going to pay down the primary mortgage. The biggest thing for me right now is the resurrection of the WPA and the CCC from the New Deal era. I think instead of paying out unemployment checks, you ought to have the dollars or use the dollars for paying people for a day's labor. And you can draw the check on any U.S. bank after you show up for work. Thank you.
privilege of teaching in the School of Business and Economics at IUSB, and they really brought me in because of my real-world business experience. I had a horrifying experience at the end of last semester. I usually, with my senior class, that are getting ready to graduate, I usually have a rousing speech for them. It's one that tells them that they have unique and amazing God-given potential, and they're entering the greatest country in the world that provides them with unbelievable opportunities. The experience I had was that as I started to give that speech to that group of students, I had this knot in my stomach. I had this knot in my stomach because I wasn't so sure that I believed it like I did historically. I stood there with a federal government that would have spending out of control, a federal government represented by Joe Donnelly, who seems to not understand the Constitution and bringing more and more restrictions into our life, less and less freedom as a result of this legislation that keeps coming our way. And at the end of that speech is really when the nugget started, as I had to be honest with them and say, you're going out into a tough environment for jobs. And that's the point where I said, I can't just stand around and do nothing. I've got to use my experience to make a difference. And so that was the beginning of a seed that has germinated into me being here, right here. There are very few U.S. representatives with any real-world business experience. Why wouldn't we change things a little bit, Second District, and send somebody out there with real business experience that knows how to create jobs, that knows what policies it takes to create jobs? Thank you.
This is the topic I love to talk about. It's not going to be good enough just to sort of ease our economy back to where it was if we're going to deal with this debt. We have 12 and moving to 14 trillion on the books. We have 50 to 75 trillion of contingent liabilities, which is basically what you owe the trust fund of Social Security and Medicare. In other words, there's no money in there. They spend it. The economy knows this, the bankers know it, the Wall Street types know it, the Fed knows it, and as a result, the economy is not moving. So the first thing we need to do is pass a balanced budget amendment to the Constitution. Number two, we need to take a big dumpster, back it up to the back of the IRS. And we need to take the whole IRS code and dump it in that dumpster and bury it in a local landfill. And replace it with a very simple tax code that 98% of Americans can fill out in 10 minutes on the back of a 3x5. A simple flat tax of 10%. Then to jumpstart this economy right now, let's take the rest of that goofy $787 billion boondoggle, suspend it, and spend it to pay for a payroll tax holiday for 6 months. So you keep more of your tax dollars, your employer keeps more of his, he keeps you on the job, and he starts to be across-the-board growth and incentives, okay? Balanced budget amendment, simplify the tax code, and then I'll throw this one in, because this is what it takes to change things in Washington. Now here's a job creator for you. Enact term limits on the House of Representatives.